Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Kingdoms of Amalur, and boy does this city have a lot of quests going on. We are going to... We have to return to Riyadh, but I think we need to do this first. And...
My Lady Coriana won't eat. She won't sleep. All on account of a poor, sick Malian. Woe on House Anwan.
Okay, Malian?
Poor boy, he sleeps and tosses and turns. From the things he says under his breath, his dreams must be ghastly things.
And Lady
My
Coriana?
poor lady. What grief she's known. Her daughters lost to Cluricon, and her husband to the war before that. Her son Malian is all that's left to her, and the only seed of House Anwan.
And what's wrong with
The
him?
healers say bad blood, but my lady swears it's poison. He sleeps and sleeps, but he's never any better.
Can I do anything to help?
It's hard to say. The healers are no use. You could go to her yourself and ask. No harm in that. You'll find my lady in the house, by poor Malian's side, most likely.
And bad blood?
The young master's sickness, yes. He's the last one living, what with the others dead in the war.
And House Anwan?
My masters aren't like some up spire top. Just one name to our house, thank you very much. And nearly old as Rathir at that. There are but two left of Anwan blood. One soon enough if young Master Malian does not mend.
And where's your lady?
Here, in House Anwan. She spends most of her time by poor young Malian's sickbed. Do help my lady if you can.
There's a lot of echo in this place.
City Watch, move along.
Yeah, okay. Downloadable content.
Do not miss Leogriff's many marvels.
30 then. 50 gold.
Fine.
What do you say?
One thing to note. Okay. Wait a minute. Visit the City Watch. Okay, cool. Here it is.
City Watch.
I hope this guy's is
My good lady,
every bit his reputation.
Captain of the Watch never rests. But you've caught me at a good time. If I can do anything for you, simply ask.
Someone's killing the sparrows.
Sparrows? Murdered? I see. I'm so glad you've come to me before this went any further. As it happens, an old enemy of theirs has returned to Rathir. Done. Orwin done. Spotted on the quays. I have no guards to spare, but if you went now, found him, brought him in for questioning, Dunn could be found guilty.
Interesting. And the sparrows?
Yes, I know of them. Rag pickers, orphans, denizens of the Wending.
You don't sound complimentary.
A grand and venerable city, is it not? Like none other. So many marvels, such great citizens.
And the City
We
Watch?
see that order is kept and law-breaking does not pass unnoticed. If I may say so, we are very good. You will find no crime on the streets of our city, I assure you.
Yeah,
We have heard that he was spotted on the quays, snuck in aboard a merchant ship, most likely. A patrol of the watch will be sent after him, but if you were to go before, find him, prevent his escape, that would be well.
Okay, I don't trust you at all. The whole...
This is the City Watch.
Yep. It's like, oh, the sparrows have come for me to me for help. Maybe I should slow down my my attempt to eliminate them
Have a look. The City Watch never
and
rests.
give them a, you know, a little bit of a scapegoat, and then come back to it later. That's
The finest quality, I assure you.
I would not be surprised. Okay.
10 years.
Students of magic,
This
masters
siege
of
has gone on
spells.
too long.
This way. I still need to go look up for, you know, backpack stuff.
Sparrows send a hound out to the piers. And of course, now we're right where he wants the both of us, you and I.
Of course. You and
You
I...
think I'd just waltz back into Rathir like that? No, he lured me here to take the blame for the murders. That's what he did.
Uh-huh. And And who
Why,
wants
the
us?
captain of the watch. The one that's been snuffing out those sparrows. He likely sent you here himself.
Yep.
Got you out of the way so he could go and slaughter the last of them. Leisure-like. Clever bastard he is.
You don't hate the sparrows?
Oh, I'd spit on their sorry graves for what they've done to me. But not enough to show our faces in Rathir. We're not that mad.
We?
Read the writing on the wall, mate. And if you weren't such a fool, you'd have left those sorry rag pickers to die in peace.
Then I've got to go back.
Oh, ho, ho. Now you see, that I cannot allow. Talibor is going to pin the murders on one of us, and it'll be the one who's dead. And that would be you. You're...
It's over.
Yep, okay. You have a problem. It is called relentless assault. Okay, let's see what this letter to Orwyn reads. I have all these gems. I know how you can get back at the scum that betrayed you to the City Watch. There are still riches to be had if you clear your name. Return to Rathir. I'll show you when you get here. Stay in the keys. I'll come to you. Right, so that's what it is. He had done a thing. The sparrows turned him in.
Goods for sale.
And then...
Curios, talismans, items of power.
Mm-hmm. This City Watch guy is wanting to do a cleansing. We don't want these orphans and rag pickers around. We want a clean city. We're in the winding. Okay.
Hello, Topsider.
Yep. In the lower tunnels. Yep. Down there. Oops. That's a dead end. Wait, what is that? Oh, that's the person.
And hates the fallen.
Mm-hmm. That's the person I'm supposed to get the rose in shadow from? Lunalla's cap. See, that makes me worried. All the chests that I've just been skipping. Didn't I open this? Oh, good grief. Somebody closed it back up again. Saw it that time. Saw that one too. Wait, what's this? Oh, Rathir Tavern. Yep.
Lot of miserable rag pickers. You're the one. Do you know what you've done?
Done was a
A
trap.
decoy, really. Arranged long before you got into this. I needed someone to blame.
Seems I found the
What?
murderer.
And you didn't murder Dunn? We've all got blood on our hands. We all protect our hides when we must. I couldn't have this waif and her lot telling what they'd found. Which is why it's so good that you came. I'll blame their murder on you. Say you died in the struggle.
You have a problem. Yep. You're having a little bit of problem.
I didn't know we're here.
He is dead. It is over now, thanks to you. And to think I only learned the cause of all this nightmare moments before he arrived.
What's that? How did you
I was
find
done with waiting. I had to do something, so I did what I know. I began sorting the piles of salvage, and that's when I found the cause.
Why did you
To
do
hide
it?
his crimes, he was selling prisoners as slaves, smuggling them out to merchant ships in the dark of night.
Oh dear.
One of the boats wrecked and sank beneath the quays. That boat held slaves and gold, and had Talibor's name all over it. Before he could clear the wreckage, we took our pickings. We had his secret. He was willing to kill to save his name.
Well, that's a little bit different than what I thought it was, but still.
As long as one
even
other
worse.
sparrow survives, I will be there to help keep this nest and shelter.
Okay.
In past times, we shared freely with the Watch, as we once did with the Dunman, but no longer. We will look after ourselves now.
That's a little bit sad.
The captain of the watch? How in Lyria's name was he the killer? The captain of the watch? How in Lyria's name was he the killer?
You have no active quests. Bad blood. Second to a duel. So many quests in this city. Let's head back here and see what's going on with this duel. What sort of underhanded thing he's going to have doing. Is he going to like make it look like this guy was using poison, this war hero? Or is he doing something to make it look like he's going to die so he can fake his own death? It's a very good question. Oh, hello. Really? Time to junk things again. We're running out of space yet again. Get this off the map. Okay, cool.
Lyria loves the strong, the
Hello,
magic
topsider.
wielder.
I should probably look
Wrapped
into...
in Lyria's webs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? I've got things. Things you'll not find uptown.
Okay, you have... Trading?
I don't mind where you got anything. I don't ask. And don't you go minding where these came from. It's buy, sell, or leave.
Interesting. And lower
You
tons.
go and wrinkle your nose at our caves and our tatters.
You have a
At
good
least I'm
facial
Rathiri,
design.
and no rotten outsider.
Interesting.
What? Don't look at me like that. I don't like to be looked at.
Right. Let me see your shop before I buy things from you. We'll sell that. Compare. That's actually really good. Or would be. Ah, accessories. I could have been selling some of those. Okay. Sell some of the stolen stuff that I have on me. Okay, all these components. Canna rock primer. Was there another thing with the red hand that I saw up here? Doesn't look like it. Kandrin trade writ. There we go. Don't think that'll help. Okay, but we're gonna buy. Do you? Oh, lockpick. Yes. Sure. Gem of Venom, Ring of Light. You don't happen to have. You do not have a backpack. Okay. Do you have Rose of Shadow?
Illyria, don't say it so loud. Someone could hear. All right, it's yours, if you can pay the price.
What is the price?
Remember, I never saw this. Or you.
About that?
You got what you came for. Now go. Get away from me with that.
Okay. Why were you holding it if you're so opposed
Topsider,
to
what's
it?
on the tide?
I'm not exact. I don't know if I would be called a topsider. That would seem to imply that I'm from Rathir. I guess I am
I miss the
Alfar.
sunlight.
Okay, let's see what this is. What is the next step here? Okay.
This is Cluricon we're talking about, not your grandman's henhouse. Your comrade died.
Hello, lovely.
Oh,
You there, my lovely. I like the look of you.
I've seen your
I
name
have gold
before.
to slip in your purse in return for a small favor.
Okay. And who are you?
Me? You wish to know about me? I'm flattered, but I prefer to keep my cards close to my chest.
And Rathir?
The sea wreathes her. Old stone lifts her high. Gold and magic pulse through her veins. In the city of Rathir, a soft whisper in a dark corner unlocks many doors.
What do you want me to do?
Oh, now, don't sound so suspicious. I need some help in a matter of business. Tell me, do you know the merchant Gwalchmay? I'm trying to strike a deal with that willful man, and I think I have found just the thing. Only, I cannot be the one to do it.
And why can't you
I
do
have
it?
already tried to negotiate with him. He proved hard, stubborn, and unpliable. We could not reach a deal. I was hoping a new face and a new approach might cause him to let down his guard, become reasonable. The man who owns the goods store in the Prairie, he's got his thumb on nearly all the trade in this city.
Okay.
I can't sell anything without his good word, it seems.
And that's where I come in?
How very astute of you. Now, Gwalchmay, I have learned, has a weakness for rare wines.
Okay.
This right here happens to be a bottle of Maybrin, his favorite. I wish we had more than just the one. Pity. Here's the contract for him to sign. The better a deal you strike, the sweeter I will make your reward.
Okay, cool. And what
If
about
I were
him?
to approach him, he'd dig his heels in. But a fresh face such as yours, bearing a bottle of his favorite wine? It might just work.
And I have more Mirbin.
More than the bottle I gave you? Very good. If you can use that to strike a better deal, I will see you paid more than it's worth.
Okay, cool.
Be good, my lovely, and I'll be good to you.
Okay. One of the other person that told me about you referred to you as a Lianan Chi.
Please, I'm only a soldier back from Cluricon. Don't kneel, and I'm afraid I don't do blessings.
I'm rather disappointed it wasn't an actual Lianan Chi. It would have been nice to find one that isn't insane.
He's as vile as his sister's delectable. I don't know how word got round to him, though. I thought I was discreet.
Okay, and
I tell you, we need a place like this in Cluricon. Sure, there are places to drink and gamble, but nothing with class.
I don't like you.
As you know, until the siege ends, it's a lot of sitting around and brief skirmishes. Can't wait for a real fight.
Yeah. Okay, you might be shielding with a lot of bravado. You're not. I don't know. Maybe you're terrible, maybe you're not.
Me? They call me a war hero. Haven't you heard the songs? It was only 5 Bulgan, and I had a rusty knife. Huh, I don't see what all the fuss is about.
Okay, so you're not terribly full of yourself. Or maybe you are and you're doing false modesty.
Well, here for the formalities then. My sword is in the back. She's new, the real beauty. Go on and inspect it. I'm sure you'll find it more than suitable.
Okay, where's your dueling sword?
Right in the next room on the wall. Won her off a Varani chap. Mind you, don't grasp the hilt. They say it's bad luck.
Okay. That's not the right one. There it is. Can I choose not to? Apparently not, and complete the thing. Ah, well.
Greetings, Warsworn.
Oh, they recognize me. Cool. Okay, so... let's see about this. That's for the duel. We're right here. Tidings of war. Wait a minute. Return to Riyadh. Where is she? Oh, she's down this way. Okay.
Stand up straight and look you in the eye.
Hello, lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Every notice delivered? Good. Then here's your pay. Off you go then. No use standing around. We've got a war to run.
Okay, cool.
Greetings, Warsworn.
Yep, thank you. And I imagine this is Death Notices and Brother Till's books. Yep. Okay, so we're going to do business, pleasure, good luck, good with locks. Do the second two of the duel. This is really shady stuff going on.
Do not miss
fine,
the
go whatever
many
market.
marvels.
Over common
Baubles,
sense.
trinkets,
Good day to
sweets.
you.
I'm curious to see what his plan is. You know what? It'll be a waste, because it's always a waste. Yeah, there's... you know, this is a little bit low. Not sure how. I don't really use the talisman that much. I don't do much blocking.
Well, you're not the only one who's been busy. I've called in every last favor in my book. Now there's only one last thing for after the duel.
Uh-huh. And what's the last thing?
I have it all worked out. With your help, I'll be free of Rathir, free of the war, free as a lark. I need to prepare for the duel, and I can't be seen near the docks. I need you to find Jaber there and give him the name of the ship I chartered, the Maid of Fortune. That's where I escape once everyone thinks I'm dead.
The Rose of
A
Shadows?
very mild poison. Don't ask how I know or why Gelfine sells it. You appear dead for the length of a day, then you wake with a terrible headache.
Okay. The plan?
The Rose of Shadows will very quickly make me seem dead to that warrior oaf. I'll be moved from a coffin to a shipping crate. From shipping crate to Maid of Fortune's hold. From there, the high seas and beyond. No Rathir, no war, not a care.
What is the plan?
A simple thing, really. Find Jaber on the docks. Tell him the chartered ship is the Maid of Fortune. Fitting name, don't you think? When you're done, meet me at the dueling ground.
Dude, that could go...
You've been talking to my son. What is he up to? I already know about this foolish duel. There's something else, isn't there?
How did you know?
Because unlike Waylon, you learn quickly. And in the end, this is all my fault. I should never have breathed a word to him about military service.
And who are you?
Waylon's mother, mistress of fortune traders. Not a woman to stand by and watch her son stumble out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Okay, he's faking his
So
own
that's
death.
it. I should have known. Disgrace a war hero and slip out of Rathir. Well, I tell you what. Go on as you were, but give him the name of Ravenswing instead. I'll ship him right to Chloricon. A good shaking up, that's what he needs. When it's done, find me here. You'll be handsomely paid, I promise.
That's not a good shaking up. Okay. But then again, to be quite honest, it's probably safer than him going on the high seas in some ways.
Well, Captain?
He'd be shanghaied.
Waylon sent you. What's the word? This is a devilish curious business, and I don't mind saying so.
Okay, who are you?
A friend, you might say. I've been called other words, but don't you mind that.
Ravenswing.
Ravenswing? You're certainly named that ship? Well, and who am I to say otherwise?
Okay, Ravenswing.
Now, isn't that one of Forsted's own? I wouldn't have thought. But then you'd know best.
Waylon?
You wish him luck for me. Make sure he's got the handle towards him and the point out the other way. A friend of our friend, you might say. I've raised a glass or three with the lad now and then. Owe him a bit of a favor, too.
Interesting.
Aye, if you'll go and second his duel. That's the bargain, ain't it? Let's do our parts.
Right,
Good
okay,
day then,
cool.
Dove, and good luck with it.
I kind of hope that
The
there's an
captain of the
epilogue.
watch, corrupt and murdered.
Yep. that gives the
Hello, mate.
outcome of a lot of this, like what happens to the people you give the notices of service to, stuff like that. Hopefully, you end the war before they get there. That would be nice.
Good. You're here. Wish me luck.
Yeah. Okay. I'm standing here.
What have I done? Lyria, this is awful.
Okay. Uh-huh. Now, he's going to get there to the battlefield before I do. Also, I have this thing.
Back to sea.
Above decks, below.
The whole thing here is a little bit weird. The master of the city is saying we're not sending any troops to Melchinshire, but we're sending troops straight
A
to
prayer for our
Chloricon.
troops.
I guess that
You
works.
did the right thing. I know Chloricon is good for the boy. Now, here is your reward, as promised.
Oh.
I think he'll learn the error of his ways this time. I'm sure he thought himself clever, as if I wouldn't find out. When you look
Arithia?
about, you see a city of grace and magic. What I see is this bought dear, that's sold cheap, cornered markets, doors to profit.
Okay.
You wish for a gnomish spun sweet, or a rare fey blade hilt. All these things must come to Rathir before they can be sold. I see to that.
Okay. And great houses?
Don't you know? The Ann ones are an ancient line. Though if what I have heard is true, it may be near its end.
Okay,
The
I don't
Wyvern
like you
gifts,
either.
on the other hand, no one has anything to say against the Wyverns. But then, no one has anything to say to the gifts.
And the
We
Forsted
don't pretend to the
traders?
great houses, unlike certain families I might mention. But many luminaries have dined with us all the same. Good day.
Your merchant class, got it. Okay, so, oh, it's 29 minutes. It's time for another video. See you in a moment.